Hey, now that we've done this, you're part of this, right?
I am.
You are part of it, right?
I'm in it.
Hey.
No. Oh, hell no.
Oh my God!
No! Why?
Is there even anything I wanna fuck around with? Wait. I've been having trouble being calm, I gotta tone it down there. Stupid kid, gotta stand still. Knew that when I show up in the motor, I'ma tell the whole mug, stay back, I'm a cuphead. I don't wanna deal with the devil and them king dice. If you wanna roll some, I'm all about success. Unrest, talk about the way that you've been all about it. Work around the way that you could cheat away your own death. I don't wanna talk about it when he only fall about it. I can see it selling my soul for the protest. Oh, that's so ain't been like that. Kids from Jersey live like that. Heroin is stare like that. Homie shoulder bed like that. Only oxen that. Holy Ghost and drive like that. Only Ghost is squad like that. Swear that you was born like that. So all you gonna die like that. All you gonna die like that. Fade away until you snap. All you gonna die like that. Said all you gonna die like that. All you gonna die like that. Fade away until you snap. All you gonna die like that.
Hey, this is Shavo Odadjian, and you're tuning into the #1 cannabis podcast, PV Unfiltered. Check out my new project, North Kingsley, on all platforms.
What is cannabis doing for you?
Put some dog tags together, man.
All right, guys. Hey, listen, welcome back to PV Unfiltered, the #1 cannabis podcast in the nation, I think. And listen, it gets better. I'm not going to lie. We are sitting here with Shavo. Yes, Shavo from System Down and the new North Kingsley.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thanks for showing up. I know this is your day for your vacation with the wifey and
Actually, it started off
hanging
because
out.
I have a meeting, so since we came.
Oh, so I started it.
You started it.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes.
That's why I have a weekend.
You're welcome.
Of pleasure this week. Yeah.
Didn't start off too well in your hotel down in Coronado. We won't talk about that, but you're in Del Mar now.
Yeah, that was not a good one. We had to switch, and I'm happy now.
So also, believe it or not, guys, take Shavo out of this. Most important is we got Cody Sadler on the podcast today.
Back.
Back. Haven't seen him for quite a while.
Oh.
Anyways, listen, let's just shoot the shit real quick because I want to find out what's going on.
Let's do it.
Obviously, System of the Down is what it is, and it's down right now.
It's not completely down.
No.
We just haven't made music for a while. We're only like touring, limited touring.
Yeah.
Oh, you still are touring?
We are. We had to cancel the last fucking.
Right.
We finally got. You can cuss, right? Okay. I don't know.
That's why I call it Unfiltered.
You got to be nice. I have to make sure. We had a full European tour. Booked,
All the
which
same
we
guys still
same
together?
guys, of course. Yeah. We're all. There's nothing.
That's
happening.
awesome.
There's nothing going on here. No, yeah, bro. We're the same guys. We just haven't made music, like I said, bro. But when we tour, we tour. We usually tour once a year. But the last couple of years, it's been like few and far, man. 2 to 6 shows a year, which is not enough for me at all. At all. I'm like the grind.
You still enjoy doing it, though?
Fuck yeah, bro. It's like my favorite thing to do.
Well, some people get worn out. I mean,
No,
after
bro.
20, 25 years.
I'm only starting. I'm only getting started, bro. So yeah, because of that, I had to start something new, and
That's our segue into North Kingsley.
Yeah, it's the creative sense.
My question though is, as you're
Talk to me.
talking about it, is the fact that the fucking stage presence, that's what you live for, right?
Dude,
is just
our
being
band,
up and-
okay, like System didn't start off as a recording album band. We didn't start off recording records. We started off as a live band. We started playing live, and then once we had enough songs, we recorded them. You know what I mean?
totally backwards.
Backwards. So that's the way it was, and that's the way it is. I mean, that live feeling that you get from being on stage, there's nothing like it, bro. Nothing like that feeling where you like there's an energy that comes from the audience. People say we're not energy. Yes, we are. We're all energy, and
I've seen you guys.
and the feeling of where the crowd looks at you and gives you that that vibe, you give it right back. It's just like an ongoing.
What's the
circle.
biggest show you played?
One of them was we did Rock in Rio, and we did it twice. The first time I think there was like over 150,000. I think we've done a lot of huge festivals. You know what I mean? Headlined a bunch of huge ones. So I'm not sure which one. There was also one where we played the Ozfest, and it was the day that the Ozfest and Warped Tour connected. And so it was the audience of both festivals watching us. So that was like intense. That was intense.
You have some of the all-time like greatest pump-up songs.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, that,
Hell yeah.
Yeah. The big one though that I seen was the Armenia.
Yeah,
The
that was
100 year.
we had another one. We were going back in June. We had to cancel. It was gonna be 5 years later. We're gonna do another one there.
Dude, that was
another free one. But
the way
we
that thing
couldn't do it.
started.
I said the story.
How are you guys feeling like
Bro, I was
as
like-
that was playing?
It was crazy.
and everybody was out there because it was fucking quiet.
It was
in the
quiet.
very
And you
beginning.
can hear the bells.
Yes,
Yeah, the churches like
like it
there's-
gives me chills
Me
even
too,
talking
bro.
about
Just
it.
Say, look,
So
look,
at because I was like
Connect the
watching this
chills, huh?
in the beginning, and it was like literally fucking silent, and people and that what you guys played in the beginning of that before you came on.
Yeah.
and as soon as you guys fucking
There's
hit
a-
the first note, it was like
that
And pouring rain.
Those people. It started raining. There was no rain the whole time we were there.
Right.
We got on stage. It started raining. We walked off stage. The rain went away.
that's
Because it
weird.
was about the genocide. Remember, it's 100
No, I know,
years.
I know.
So it was like the gods were crying. That's what it felt like. You know, it was like
It was
there was
really-
like tears coming down. The kids were crying. The gods were crying. The sky was crying. We were crying. I cried on stage a couple times. Just
Yeah, it
I
was-
felt emotional watching kids cry watching you. It's like when you see kids that you know. I mean, I'm born there.
Right.
So to me, it was something different. It was like going back. I mean, we left there when I was 4 or 5. And I don't remember much, but I just remember like temperature. It was like it's cold over there, so we have like a lot of snow and stuff. So I remember that, and just to go back and to see this like warm reception, like you know, and it was just like we're their heroes now, you know, and that's crazy.
and does your band go? How far back does your band go together as far as like the members and stuff? Like,
Well, we've known each other, but we weren't friends. The three of us went to the same private elementary school together, but we were all in different grades, you know? So when we did meet back up it was at a rehearsal studio in Burbank. When we did see each other and it was kind of like this, it was like, hey man, didn't you go to that school? Yeah, I remember seeing you, and that's how it all started.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it was just, you know, it just kind of happened organically.
and none of them are moving on to North Kingsley.
What do you mean? In the band?
Yeah.
No, it's totally two new guys
Okay.
Yeah.
that I met.
So let's talk about that.
Let's do it. So
The
yeah.
fucking singer,
Ray Hawthorne. He's
Ray
amazing.
Hawthorne.
He's crazy.
dude, and I was kind of watched some stuff with him. You know, I mean, his background, and then the fact that like he is like not a rapper.
He's not a rapper, but he really
And-
raps good. He's like crazy. Rap
I mean,
scallion. That's what I call him.
That's it. Is like it's like one of my favorites right now.
Oh man, thank you
Just-
so much.
And all, as always, there's like depth to it.
Yeah. Thank
You know,
you.
it's
Yeah.
it's pretty fucking crazy.
That happened organically too, bro. It was like, you know, I got to a point in life where I just was going to make music, man. I was like, I can't wait no more. I hadn't met anyone that I really wanted to work with, so I'm a Pro Tools guy. Like I've worked on Pro Tools before. So when I was gonna do this, there was a new program called Logic. It's not too new, but for me it was new, and I wanted to learn it. And the best way is to have someone come and teach you instead of just like online, you know. So I met this guy Sorrow. He was amazing at it. I heard he gave lessons, so I said, "Come through to the studio." Second time,
He's a guitarist.
He's no, he's just a producer. He makes beats and he knows how to run that shit like eyes closed. So I'm getting older. There's these new programs coming out. It's like every day there's a new update. I didn't want to take the time and like learn everything, you know.
Right.
I just wanted to get going. I'm so creative. I want to just get my shit out. But yeah, it's like you have to learn how to do this, do that. So this guy came and he was like, boom, 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 boom. I had an idea, boom, 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 boom. Next thing you know, we have a beat. We have a new like track. I was like, this could work, bro.
Now, see,
Let's keep this going.
Not to go back, but earlier we were talking about your 6.5-year-old.
Yeah,
You know, or,
that's me.
yeah, no, he's that guy. You know what I mean? That's how things are now.
Yeah.
As kids are coming along, they're like,
Yeah, they pick up
He's got you in the
phones and-
background. He's flobbing these guys.
At 6
on the
and
other
a half.
side,
He's watching
at
a
6 and
YouTube
half, He's
video.
going through shit on his.
Yeah,
on
we
his
were
iPad
talking
over
about my
here.
kid being homeschooled yeah, on the Zoom, and halfway through the class, he was on YouTube and had me in the
Oh,
background.
my
That's
daughter's
right.
too, and she navigates through the phone, no problem at all.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Mine too. I have a 2-year-old that's like Coco Melon. That's her thing. You know. God, she wakes up in the morning. Have you ever heard Coco Melon? I'm like, fuck, dude. So here we are, Coco Melon, and she knows how to go through it. She like grabs my phone and just does it. You know.
So what's the story now? I mean, so you guys are going. You got 3 songs out right now.
Yeah, we have 12 tracks ready to go. I decided to market it differently. I didn't think that a new band should be like dropping 12 songs in today's market.
I think it's a great idea.
You know, people will like pass by songs, and like too many songs would overwhelm people too much. So I said, let's do it in 4 volumes, 3 songs each, drop them 3 months at a time. and have people marinate on each track, and
Right.
have them, and then do three, a
The big
video.
thing nowadays too is collabing.
Yeah, we have one coming out with RZA from Wu-Tang.
Yeah,
This
you
next
look at
volume.
some, I don't know, Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah,
And he's doing a lot of that collabing, and then he's doing the same thing.
I
where
saw
he drops
something today.
one song every like few weeks, and then
Yeah.
his album's coming out, in the next probably couple weeks or something like that. But
he's doing that too.
Yeah.
Well, that's like
and it's kind of that
like doing a
mix
single-
between rock with rap and all the, the new age.
I saw
music.
that he's with Travis Barker. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw it today actually. I was just looking at it. So yeah, bro, we did the first volume. The reception's good. I'm not doing crazy marketing just yet.
Right.
I believe in building a strong foundation before everyone else gets to hear it. So I want to have those diehard fans that will like listen to everything that we do because they love it from core.
Yeah.
And we're building that. I think both my project System, I think 22 and North Kingsley has kind of this started with a cult following where people who know and they love, and then people that don't know just don't know yet. So
Well, I think that's true when we talk about 22, which I mean, we're all in this thing together.
same vibe. Yeah.
The big thing that you see on your part is that you're involved. This isn't
100%.
This isn't people putting their name on the front of something
no.
and then take a few pictures and here we are. No, this guy is literally
That's a handicap.
100%
Yeah, that's
involved.
a handicap that a lot of celebrities get
100%.
in this brand.
I think
this
probably
world.
90% of celebrities do
Yeah.
that. They just think their name's going to blow it up
Yeah,
for them,
terrible.
and then they're done.
No, it's not. Not in this game, bro. In this game, your name might throw you off because people are like, "Oh, it's just another celebrity brand."
Exactly.
No, dude, this is not a celebrity
it's
brand.
every-
Just because I just
yeah.
happen to be one, or that doesn't
Right.
mean that I'm treating it as one.
Yeah.
I got time on my hands to do what I'm doing, and I'm gonna do it right.
Well, I mean, that's like I said, that's the difference is you're out. I mean, we met at Hall of Flowers.
Yeah, I remember that. You
Yeah,
gave me
you
the
were-
bomb chocolates. I was like, I was in love with that. I was eating the chocolates like it was like a regular chocolates. Then I realized
It's up on the screen.
it was a little bit,
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, there's 22 Red. But no, that's a big thing is that you're so involved in that and the apparel side of it.
Yeah,
Like that's
You know,
your.
So today I was eating a raspberry, and look, I got little spots of raspberry on it. I was like, what happened to me?
But it's all those
yeah.
like we pay attention to that. Believe it or not, we were in the clothing line too.
You were?
Yeah. So when we were
That's
doing
great.
our licensing here, we'd gotten rated here, and all the shit went down. Then we found out we could get this licensed. So we shut down.
Oh, you were telling me that.
Yeah,
That's
for
right.
almost 2 years. So we started a clothing line called Detroit Dirty.
Okay,
And,
I like that.
And so, yeah, it was great, except for the fact that we just weren't really good at it.
I got you.
But the clothes were really, really nice.
See, I don't call them merch. I call them apparel.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Right?
Yeah,
Just,
yeah.
because most people say it's merch.
Merch.
But merch is like.
Merch is at the concert when
I
they're
think of
throwing
that.
you a fucking
Giveaways.
That's
$8
what I
shirt.
think of. Like,
Yeah.
you get a cheap shirt that costs you $1, put your brand name on it and say it's my merch. No.
Yeah.
This is actual, like, for example, Amy, she washes the threading. She makes sure the threading is on. She makes sure there's no, like, extra something on it because that's what they
Oh,
try
we
to
did
give you at
we did all
first.
that.
Yeah, very
all
important.
that.
Like,
But like
little
I
things.
noticed,
on the board.
like I noticed right away as soon as I see the shirt, you start looking at things, and I noticed immediately that you got the 22 embroidered on the
bro.
on the neck, and I'm sure there's
like-
other
look,
tags that
there's
you
like
have.
secret messages inside.
See?
Under the shirt.
Yeah.
Cool little things about 22.
It's on the screen, George.
How old is the brand?
The brand is literally 2.5 years old, but we revamped it about 1.5 years ago. So say 1.5 years.
Is this your first like journey off of music?
Is it? No, actually, shit. About 10 years ago, I came up with this thing. I got jacked. My partner kind of screwed me, but we all have failures. It was going well, man. I thought of SoundCloud. I had an idea that was like,
What?
listen, and it's out there. You could Google the shit. It's out there. So I thought of this thing called Your Session. The letters session.com, and it was where communities, because MySpace was out back then. I was
Yeah.
like, what if we had an artist MySpace and like people could put their music up there and everyone could hear it and rate it and vote on it and blah, blah. And I met up with these cool people and we put the website together. I partnered with Sway and Tech from MTV, Sway.
Yeah.
Sway.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sway was my partner, and I had this. My CEO was a friend of mine, quote unquote, from like childhood, and that's where you fuck up, right? So, and at the time I was doing the record with RZA, so I had that going on and RZA going on, and I was producing, performing, editing all of the Chosen stuff. It was called The Chosen with RZA, and I think I bombarded myself with so much and trusted too many people. So it kind of fell apart, and I invested so much money in that kind of like went nowhere. But then years later, I see SoundCloud, exact same model.
So was it one of the guys though?
No.
No, it just-
Someone just because I went on a press
It just
tour.
went out. It went out about as soon as somebody knew. Then
I had
fucking went from
Metallica like amped on it. Because I had friends, Lars right there. Is Lars talking about it? It was going. We had 60,000 people already on there, and all of a sudden I signed on once. I like no one even told me I signed on, and it wasn't there. I called the office. The office wasn't there.
No, it was that bad.
There was a voice.
So what was the plan and all that? Were they just walking away with it, or
I don't even talk about it. It was one of those things where I was up all night making music. I thought like the business was getting handled. I was immature. I didn't know you're supposed to be on top of it like I am now on all the shit I do. You know what I mean? But it's a lesson learned because, you lose, but that's all lessons.
how many years ago was that?
About 10.
So then you didn't do anything else until 22 Red.
I had to decompress that shit. Yeah. That was a big loss, man. That was huge for me. And when the time came around, though, I had to first fix myself too. I was drinking a lot. I was using. I was partying, bro. I was a rock star doing business. You know what I mean? I didn't know how to separate the two at the
typical
time.
rock star life.
Yeah, well, not typical, but little things about it were.
Yeah.
I was still very responsible and did everything I had to do, but there was that involved. I had to get that out of my life. I got healthier, started working out. I started eating right. I lost like 40, 50 pounds.
You quit drinking and everything, right?
I quit drinking completely for a while. Now I can have drinks,
Yeah.
but I quit everything for a while just to prove to myself I can do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I was dependent on like if I did this, I had to have a drink. You know what I mean? That's not cool.
You're
That's
in a
not
different
cool.
place then.
Yeah. So anyhow, I got myself better, and then I teamed up with a buddy who's my partner now in 22, and we were just going to do a brand, just clothing. And
you started as just doing a clothing brand.
We were just going to be a clothing brand that had limited, cool streetwear, our vibe, the same as this.
Yeah.
And then the third partner came in, Sean, who's like the OG grower from like the 90s. And I didn't know the capacity he was at until I went and visited his grows, and I was like, fuck, dude, this is like beautiful and amazing, and like you can eat off the ground, and it was exactly what I smoke, and I can totally, because dude, prior to that, a lot of people came to me and said, let's do a weed brand, let's do weed, let's do a strain named Shavo OG, and this and that, and I was, I didn't just want to throw my name on something we were just talking about. I didn't want to do that. I was like, man, these guys are gonna go grow my shit, use my name, and then run, you know? And I was already very weary about business since I got what happened. What happened to me 10 years ago.
None of the other band members were part of any of this, huh?
No, none of them. So when he came in, we were like, we can make this a full lifestyle brand and have weed be a part of it, And since I really appreciate it and I know a lot about it, and I'm teaming up with the right people, this could work, because it's going to be quality over quantity, quality over everything.
Yeah,
that's what that was the first hashtag, quality over everything.
Right.
So
and now you find out it's fucking work, huh?
Yeah. Oh, it's work.
It doesn't matter who you are,
but it feels good.
No,
I like
it
to
does,
work and succeed. If you don't work and succeed, it doesn't feel the same.
But a lot of people think that, that's the problem, is a lot of people in your position, they think, I can just put my name on anything. And in some cases it may work. And then they walk away.
Though.
See, I never see myself as someone that people will buy just because I'm doing it. So I need to put in the work. I don't see myself as that.
I mean, I'd buy your album.
Well, thank you, but that's music.
But
look, I did.
But on the other hand, it doesn't mean you're the greatest fucking person in cannabis.
Even with North Kingsley, I'm doing it right. I'm not trying to sell it as the guy from System Design, even though a lot of the press is saying that.
Well, you're going to have that.
I am, but I like to start this off as a new project. Dude. We're like baby band. It's like I did this with System, where we started. It was like going to college, then interning, and then getting a job, and then getting a raise, and then getting promoted, and then becoming a CEO. You know what I mean? We did all that. And then I stopped and I just toured. Right. So now I want to go back and go to college again.
That whole journey.
Now I'm an intern right now. Yeah. I'm at that internship mode where I'm doing shit for free just to get my foot in the door. Even though my foot's in the door.
But the experience will help you.
Oh yeah. And that's, life, that's the key word.
I think the downside in some of those too is the fact that because you're so big on one end, people just naturally think, this is
just a side project,
just a side deal.
Yep.
But I can tell you this. I mean, I really listen to it. It's fucking amazing. So
appreciate
you know,
man. Thank you.
I think it's genius that you're just doing a few songs and then putting it out that way, because if you listen to the first track, you want to listen to the second.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
And
Look, he's making me sweat.
The thing is it just continues to get better in that way. And
you.
versus having 11 or 12 songs
And then picking your favorite
and then
two,
and
you know?
yeah, and then it's like you're just constantly hitting two.
Yeah.
I can only, you know, you can only listen to one song so much.
We were talking
you know
about
what I mean?
ADD. That's
Right.
what it is.
So-
we live in the generation of ADD. This
Right.
is ADD generation. So it's like people are on
Because
their
everything
phone.
comes so easy.
Yeah, they're on their phone. They can do 7 things at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, if he didn't answer, then I can check this now and do this and text and boom, boom, boom. And all of a sudden, you know, you're in it. You're in the rabbit hole.
Yeah, it's like like with me, I can drive. Like tonight, my fiance and I, we will drive and we typically go down to La Jolla for dinner on Friday.
Love that.
I'll listen to at least 47 artists and at least 132 songs from the time we leave the house till the time we get there. And she's over there. Listen, she's
how
over
much
there.
time?
She's like 40 minutes.
Oh, wow.
And she's over there just happy as can be. And that's how the buttons on a new car get wore out.
Yeah, you
you know
have
what I
that
mean?
one- the
or on
fast forward
here.
button.
Good thing these are glass.
Yeah.
Because literally, it's one song. Oh, that's great. Oh,
Now I got to hear the next one. Now I
Yeah,
hear the
yeah,
next one. Yeah, man, I hear you.
it's like-
I do that too.
But the funny thing is, I don't even know how. Then if she does play a whole song, she knows all the fucking words to it. So I'm like,
you're just the top of the song. Just the first.
Yeah, that's
just
all you
the
need
first
to know
word.
now. So
Well, nowadays, I mean, music's like fucking 4 words, you know?
Yeah.
Shit, it's like they just repeat the same 4 words in different cadences, you know?
yeah.
So let's talk on North Kingsley. What's
Yeah.
the plan? Like, what's the plan? Where are you going?
Touring
you know,
and-
what's the? I mean, obviously, shit's
touring
going on
sucks
right now.
yeah. Okay, another thing that's different about North Kingsley is, like I said, with System, where we played live, wrote the songs live as a band, and then recorded them for the album. This starts out in the studio recording.
Yeah.
I don't write nothing at home. It just worked out that way. The first couple songs I brought stuff in that I had written, but as Sorrow plays beats that he's written, it inspires me to just flow. Plus, like when I got clean, my creativity went from like 6 to like 13 levels.
Isn't that crazy?
It's nuts, bro. Like my shit opened where I was like, you just play a beat and I'll come up with something brand new that's gonna flip your lid. It just happens.
Wow.
So I've had that record button on. I walk in the studio, I grab the guitar or bass, that record button goes on. And everything I play gets recorded because I don't know notes. I don't write shit down. It's all memory, you know, and with us so much weed, you know, the memory is not all there. So I like to have it all recorded and then listen back and find the magic moments and then use that within the song. So then we'll arrange that as a song, you know, and then write parts according to what is needed, what the song needs. Then we'll learn how to play that live. So it's the opposite of System.
So who wrote "Die for the Pick"?
Guitars, bass, music, I wrote, beat, Sarah wrote, vocals, Ray wrote. It's a full-on collaboration of 3 people. None of it would have been done with just 1 or 2.
So Ray's the one that wrote the
All the
vocals for
words,
that.
yeah, he's badass.
Dude,
man.
that's a fuck, and it's a now thing too.
It's a
if anybody's listening,
everything's
Die for the Pick.
Every
is like,
word that he comes up with is now. What's going on over there?
I don't know. I guess Tommy wants us to watch Kelly Clarkson. All right.
Sorry.
North Kingsley.
Has she gained weight, dude? I haven't seen
No,
seen her
okay.
since American Idol, dude.
Yeah, well, let's just say that's like a wave that goes up and down.
That Robert Kennedy.
If you're listening to this song, you have to watch the video
Oh yeah.
because it describes everything that's happening right now with everybody in this world. Like it is now.
It's truth.
yeah.
It's the first words.
dude, I love this.
Power is an illusion. Time is the construct. Bro, come on.
This guy,
That's
this guy's badass.
That's a punch in the face. Trap Call Quest.
So, anyways, yeah, it's about everything that's going on with social media and all the shit that
It's
that
where
everybody
our
lives
youth-
by that
our-
shit.
It's where our youth is at the moment, dude, and our fucking adult. It's all one.
Are you a
I
big
see-
social media person? I mean, you
Look,
have
man,
to be now.
I
but
have
like
to be. I
personal
don't
life.
want to be, but I am.
Have you seen the documentary that's out right now? The
on Netflix?
social
I started.
dilemma.
I haven't finished. It's too depressing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's too depressing. I'm watching Hannibal.
Fuck, that goes the other direction. Did you see
at
his
the
look? He's
moment-
like, yeah.
Dad, have you
what I'm
seen that?
watching.
Have you seen that?
I've seen the original.
No, the social
Oh,
dilemma.
he's talking
no,
about
no,
he's talking
no.
about Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
No, of course.
Yeah.
No,
It's crazy
just-
what they're saying that it can do and what it's done to the.
We started
world,
watching it.
but yeah,
We started watching it.
It's a view.
It
It's
is
a-
fucking depressing, to be honest with you, when you start looking at it.
It's weird, man. It's. I don't know, man. There's so many things you could say about it. I don't want to go on one side, but
But now you have to succeed in any business.
that's what it is.
right? I
Okay,
mean,
okay, there you go. That's a good point. North Kingsley. How do I promote it? Yeah, we're doing press. Yeah, we're making videos, but the only way to be seen is by having a channel where you can be seen, right? It's like most of it you got to pay for, and with the algorithms now, it doesn't matter. You have 300,000 followers. About only 20,000 of those followers see your shit. That's fucked up, bro. I have 8,000 people, and my reach, where it says like how many phones or devices they got to, is like minimum 5,000, maximum 50,000. Why
isn't everybody getting it?
Where's the other 250,000 people that I raised in the last 10 years of,
How about
it's so
the 250,000 people that want
to
your
see
stuff?
it? Yeah, and there's a lot of people going, you have a new band? Dude, I've been posting about it and these are people that follow me.
But in the same sense, that's a platform that instantly you reach even the 10 or 15 or 20,000 versus back in the day, it was like, how'd you reach them at a bar or at, wherever you went? So,
and then the whole touring thing sucks because I was planning on going on some festivals, touring with some bigger bands.
Yeah.
And that's how System did it.
Yeah.
Like we just toured with everybody.
I think
grinding days.
We just,
that's the way it
we're
goes.
like, let's just play for anyone that has a draw.
So what's the plan now?
Well, the plan is to do what we're doing, and then when they open the gates of touring, we're gonna start touring. They've already, I've been reached.
Is there any
this
countries
is a
that
way
have
that's-
opened?
Instagram, I don't know, but Instagram is really good at this, or social media is really good at where people could reach you at least. So I've got these promoters from Europe hitting me up for North Kingsley, which is really rad.
That's good.
So I'm gonna hook them up with the agents. I mean, there's good and there's bad.
Are you up for the big traveling again? Like,
Yeah, I'll just take my family with me probably if I can afford that shit. Because it's crazy, bro. When you start, it's like internship again. It's not like they're gonna be pay me the big bucks, for North Kingsley. It's just gonna be. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this for the love of making music and making people feel good. And
That's what puts the wheels on it.
yeah, bro. And then if that comes in, it'd be great. But that's not the goal.
and then at the same time, you're expanding 22 Red.
Yes, and I'm actually using the name 22 Media for the label because I'm funding the whole thing too for North Kingsley. So it's becoming a new business, man. It's crazy.
And what's the plans for 22 Red? I mean, you're in 3 states right now.
We're in 3 states. Our plan is to scale to as many states as possible.
Yeah.
So as states become legal, we're looking at partnering up with distributors and anyone else that does good business, so we can move out there.
Wow.
And share what we've built within the last 3 months. I mean, not 3 months, 3 states. I think we're
Crazy.
building something cool. We have really good genetics.
Your timing
flavors are good.
I'm sure you get it too. People are like, man, I should have got into cannabis.
Yeah, but no, you
Dude, this
shouldn't.
is
It's not-
fucking
it's-
timing is. It's like,
yeah.
it's still early.
It's still early, but it's also late, man. People are still trying to pick up grows for 10 mil, and it's like, fucking
Oh no, you're not
crazy,
getting
man.
that shit anymore. No, that's not happening.
That's not happening.
No, and even in our situation, we sold the Platinum Vape side.
I heard.
of us.
Congratulations, yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, yeah.
And the fortunate thing for us is that we're still 100% part of everything that's going on.
I can tell. That's great.
So-
I was going to ask you that when we talked, but you already said it, that you're still in charge. I love that because that's so important. Right?
Yeah,
You
we
can't
stayed on for
lose-
3 years.
Yeah, good.
And
Good.
and we honestly we wouldn't have done the deal if that wasn't the case. It just worked out good as we talk about going through multiple states, and we're California, Michigan, Oklahoma, going to Arizona. We're launching there soon.
Arizona's a bomb market.
Wait, hey, listen, recreation is
It's coming in. Yeah.
It's coming.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah, well, it's you're already there, so the timing is
gonna be good.
perfect.
And it's nice because there's only a set amount of stores that there will ever be. So you're building your presence early, and
There, yeah. So it's already becoming a thing. So
Same thing with manufacturing.
yeah,
It's limited.
it is.
So, depending on how they hold on that'll be good for everybody.
Agreed. Agreed.
Man, well, good. So North Kingsley's going to hit.
Yeah, we have Volume 2 coming out in October. We're shooting the videos this weekend coming up. Some crazy shit, bro. I'm so excited. See, I always loved the video process. I directed probably 5 or 6 system videos, which is another thing I jumped into without knowing. It was like, jumping in the ocean, not knowing how to swim, kind of like dog paddling your way until you're doing a breaststroke. And that's what I did. And so now that we're making a video for every song, I have my hands in it, and it just feels so good. I love to create, you know?
Yeah.
I love creating and then putting in the work and then watching it afterwards. It's just like that video you saw.
Yeah.
We're watching. That's like scratch from us, right?
Like that's you design.
That was just performance. Just like they caught us playing, and we go in this room and we have colors. So I'm doing.
What about the graphics and all the other stuff?
The graphics were stuff that we put in afterwards, and then all that footage, I went online and I searched some stock footage stuff, and I pulled some stuff that you could purchase as stock.
Fuck, you're doing
And
like
I just cut
You hear
and
that, guys?
pasted it. I cut and pasted the whole thing in there. Yeah, it was fucking cool as fuck.
That's what
But
these guys do.
you do that, yeah.
Yeah.
It's necessary shit. But I get a joy out of it because it's really cool to like think of something, find it, paste it, looks amazing, and then you put your vibe in it, and it just becomes.
But the way that it goes with the song,
It's perfect.
that's
I love it. I
That's
love
the
it.
thing. That's why I say you have to. If you're listening to the song, you have to at least once watch that video.
And it's crazy because like the video came last. The song we were. That's one of the first songs we did together.
Now on the one that you did in Armenia, the beginning of that, who did that?
What was that? What was the beginning of it?
It was. You don't remember?
I don't remember.
No, it was like a whole. It was like a.
I don't
It was
remember.
like a whole montage and a talk about the genocide and.
Oh yeah, we worked with a director for that. That was
Okay.
really cool. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that was something that we were also a part of. Always in System 2, hands on, constantly. Never let someone do it for us, and we used it.
Man,
it was
that
always
was-
one of us had our hands in everything. So, yeah, that was some emotional shit, bro. Because that's real. That's not like we're talking about other people. We're talking about our
Oh,
people.
no, I know. It's crazy.
I wouldn't exist if my grandparents hadn't fled. That's crazy if you think about that.
Yeah, there's
one wrong move, one left instead of a right.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be here. That's crazy to think. And it's still going on today.
Well, it's even more crazy to think of how many people like you aren't here.
yeah, bro. I mean, look,
that
we had,
that line of people that would be doing amazing things as well.
we had 2 million Armenians. 1.5 were murdered.
No, it's
Million.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's unbelievable.
It's crazy.
And it's kind of the most covered up, thing.
It's still
that's
going
gone
on, bro. It's covered up. You know what's crazy? I don't like politics, but I'm gonna go in it real quick. So recently, there's been this thing with Azerbaijan and Armenia, and like, that whole shit. The whole area was ours. They took it over, and we kept one city. Now they're saying that's their city because they're around it. It's their country around it, but it's your country because you took over our country and we
Right.
kept the city. Now you're saying you demand that city back, that we're trying to take it from you. That's our city. So here's the.
Well, they also take the fact that 1.5 million people
were murdered. Here's the kicker: Turkey has been denying the whole genocide since it happened for 105 years now, right?
That was another thing that was really fucking
They're denying it
troubling.
until today, right? So then the president gets up. This is real. This happened a few months ago. The president gets up and goes, maybe we should finish what our ancestors started.
They said that?
Admitting to the fucking thing. While in the other
Yeah.
breath, he turns around and says, we didn't do it. That was just casualties of the war. What war, motherfucker? There was no war at the time. We were not involved in a war. We're peaceful people.
Yeah,
Anyways.
but it was it wasn't
So-
it wasn't soldiers either.
No, we had no soldiers. They
there
killed
was-
our women and
yeah, I was
children.
gonna say, there was no soldiers
Raped them, buried them to their heads and kicked the heads around. It was crazy shit that they
Yeah.
did. Really bad shit. I don't even want to go there, but yeah, you see how
That's-
emotional it gets because it's real, bro. It ain't bullshit. It ain't like we got anything.
I think I think
know.
when you talk about war and you talk about like the times now and you talk about we shot over here and the soldiers were firing back and we killed
That's
killed
war.
and, that's war.
Yeah.
But when you talk about what happened there,
An
and the fact that
unarmed nation. Unarmed.
take unarmed nation with no military,
None
on that end
at the time.
right? And then take the fact of what they did to the people.
It was like
It's not even-
sadistic shit.
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, you're talking-
rape women in front of their parents, and then
You're talking
what?
like Hitler was mild.
Dude, Hitler took from it. There's a big, at the Smithsonian in DC, there's a fucking plaque on the wall that says, who now remembers the Armenians, quote unquote, Adolf Hitler. So before he committed the Holocaust, he talked about it saying, look, that was covered up. We can cover this up. But if this hadn't happened, if the world hadn't shut their eyes to this, that might have not happened. So
That's true.
Open your fucking eyes, man. And don't pick and choose who you fucking talk about or who you fucking help. Just if you're going to help everyone. If you're not going to help, stay out.
The weird thing, and we'll get off this in a second, but the weird thing is that it's just people.
Yeah, bro.
It's always the few bad that spoil it for everybody else. When you talk about that situation where you have people doing their daily things, just enjoying family and whatever it is, and then you got a few other people that are pissed off about I want this or I want that. That's what it comes down. It
and-
doesn't
and
come down to you, your neighbor, or any of that.
No.
It's always somebody else
That causes the rip.
that causes the fucking problem.
Yeah.
So, but anyways,
That's our little segment of
we're done with that one.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm glad I got it out. I'm glad we talked about it because it's something that people should know about.
Yeah.
Maybe no one knew about that who was listening. Maybe some people didn't, and maybe they can go and do some research. Something that happened with System that was really cool and gratifying. We were on our first or second tour. We're in an RV, and we used to park the RV in the parking lot of the club. So fans used to come and knock on our door. Great show, blah, blah, and we're somewhere in the Midwest or South. I think it was Texas, maybe, and. There was a knock on the RV door, and it was this kid, some white kid with his dad, and he had a report, A+, the Armenian genocide. And the teacher gave it A+ because it's not in the history books. This kid heard us talk about it, went to the library at the time, with no internet, by the way, went to the library, did research, did a report on something that the school wasn't teaching, and got an A+ on it. And so...
Wow.
The dad brought it to us to sign because he was thankful. He was like, dude, you guys are rad because you guys talk about this shit. Thank you for educating my son. Chills, chills, back. So yeah, bro, that's some deep shit, bro.
I mean, think about that. Like what you did there.
And that was only one. If you think about how many other people, I mean, people used to say, what's an Armenian? Now people know. Kinda,
Yeah.
Like what are you, Albanian? That's what it was. Yeah. These guys are Albanian. No, we're not.
These guys are Albanian.
Albanian guys.
Well, listen. So once again, North Kingsley's on the road. It's going.
It will.
It's going.
Yeah, we will take it on the road when we're allowed.
It's on the tracks.
It's on the tracks for sure.
Yeah.
Volume 3, 4, 2, 3, and 4 are written, mixed and mastered. Videos are getting made. I'm just going to strategically drop it when I think it should.
That's badass.
Yeah.
22 Red is
in Arizona,
just going.
Nevada, California.
What's the next state? Do you guys?
We don't
got
know.
plans yet?
I think we should stay and build right now before we move. I think we should become bigger in these states before we go. Somewhere
No,
else.
I do. And that's a
three is
conversation that we'll have.
Yeah.
After this.
Hell
But,
yeah. Hell yeah.
Wow. So listen. Thank you for that.
Yo,
Thank you for all that.
thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you
for diving into some of the stuff that you didn't really want to talk about.
It's okay, man.
But
It is what it is. It's a
I
conversation.
feel good that we did.
Power's an illusion, time is a construct. Flowers still are blooming on the site of a bomb bust. How is all the movement? I ain't sour in the zone. And when the ring has got a tone, can I be honest? I'm in the zone of marauders. We the twilight marauders. Tribe Called Quest taught me to be looking for artists. So tell me where all the artists. Jackson Pollock the smartest, selling dots to the rich kids.